Okay, hey everybody, Wyoming James checking in with the always lovely, always beautiful Miss Powder River Mandarin. So here's what we got going on today. Let me slip over here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's about a half a pickup load of full-length firewood in the back of this cobalt blue panty dropper. And we are headed northbound, headed out to Huntin camp to drop off a load of firewood. So in anticipation of our friends showing up, look at this, there's deer right here off the side of the road. Look at those bad boys. Hey deers. I don't know if you saw that or not. Some quick fancy camera work from yours truly. But anyway, so here's what we got going. We are headed out to dump off a load of firewood, and we thought we might go ahead and scout around a little bit while we're out here, just see what we can see. So there was some deer, mission accomplished. So we can go home. So it's my worry is I'm going to turn this camera around in just a second, but I want you guys to look. We got a dusting of snow, and on top of the snow, or before the snow happened, we had about 3 straight days of rain, just drizzly, non-stop rain. So it's wet out here. As a matter of fact, I'll be surprised if we can keep it between the borrow ditches once we come off the asphalt. So it's going to be pretty slimy out here, so I'll show you guys that. But about 3 inches of snow, not quite 3 inches of snow, probably 2 inches of snow hit the ground, and it's just sitting there, and it's kind of warming up, so I'm sure it's just going to be a slop fest. So, but I just wanted to check in real quick before we leave the asphalt. I got to send out just a few shout outs. The first one I got to send out is to my main man, Captain Lefty Miller. Lefty, wish you were here already. Sorry that you're not, but hopefully you're checking in on a regular basis, and it'll be almost like you're here. So run to the supermarket, grab yourself a bag of Snickers bars, and eat them while you're watching the YouTube videos. But don't worry, next year will come soon enough. Gotta give a shout out to Kevin Wilmus. Kevin Wilmus sent me a private message, and he is trying to get his son back out here for another hunt. Kevin, thank you so much for the correspondence. I hope that information I shared with you, I hope that works out really well for you and your boy. Crazy Mountain 777. Hey Crazy Mountain, how's things? I just wanted to touch base with you. Yeah, so Mandy's gonna hold up my phone right quick and show us that, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Okay, but here's what you would be able to see if there wasn't so much glare. That is the Onyx map application for my Android phone. So what happened with my GPS was, another shout out's coming right after this, but what happened with my GPS was I had left it in my pickup this summer, and it got really warm, and when you do that, you have to go in and like reprogram it. So you pull the SD card out of it, and you have to put it in your computer, reprogram it so that it does everything. My goodness, all right, check this out.
They're just asking for holy, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that baby over there. Hello, boys.
Hello, dear. Oh, shoot.
Just might have to kill you.
Look at that, but look at that bunch of deer right there. There's some good ones.
Look at them fighting up.
Oh, just sparring around. Yeah, I've lost him. There's another good one. All right, so that was kind of cool. We haven't even left the asphalt yet, and we're already seeing the deer. So so I had to update my chip for my Onyx card for my GPS. So in doing so, they have an option where you update your chip for $29.95, and it allows you to have access to the app. So I put the app on my phone, and we are split testing because I got the GPS working. It's totally updated, and then I put it on my phone as well. So we're holding them side-by-side comparison to see if they see if they're going to work. My biggest concern was whether or not the cell phone app would work if you don't have cell phone coverage, which I rarely do out here. So we're going to test that. So hopefully, Mr. Tyler Thies, hopefully that answers your question about, yeah, just put it outside for a little bit. I tried that. I laid it on the hood. I laid it out away from the truck. It just would not pick up a signal. So, and that's what was wrong. So, backing up to Crazy Mountain, hopefully everything is well. God bless you, Crazy Mountain 777. I'm curious, are you back stateside now, or are you still doing God's work in China? So hit me up with a message. Let me know what's going on there. Tyler Thies, hey, I just want to give you an open invite. If you are out here in this little area of hunting ground, and you know where I'm talking about, and you see the cobalt blue panty dropper, chase me down and introduce yourself, and we'll catch up, and I'll share a bottle of water and a Snickers bar with you. So I think that's pretty much it. Now I know I'm going to leave somebody out, but I just wanted to say hello to everybody. Thank you so much for the correspondence. If I did not give you a shout out, put it in the comments and I will give you a shout out. So Mandy and I are just going to go out here. We'll show you guys around a little bit, show you what it looks like under a blanket of snow, and we will catch up with you just shortly. Stand by. All right, so like I said, it is soupy as hell. So we've made it about, I don't know, we've made it about a half mile and we're covered in mud. So because I am Wyoming James, and those of you who know me know how I roll. Now, my windshield washer thing has been not working for about, I don't know, a year-ish. So rather than fix it, I figured, like, what do I need to fix it for? Like, I rarely use it. Well, here we are. So here's what we have to do now. Looks great.
It's dry.
Yeah, should be good for another half mile or so.
Buried in the muck.
All right, so we've found that if we maintain the breakneck speed of about 9 miles an hour, the mud doesn't flip up on the windshield. At this rate, it'll take us about 4.5 hours to get where we need to be. Another 4.5 hours to get back from where we need to be. So yeah, we'll make a full day of this. But yeah, you can see, as you can see through Mandy's really clean side of the windshield, it snowed. And as you can see from right up front, let me see if I can get around this. You can see from right up front, it is just a slimy mess. But we're just kind of maintaining here. We're just going to keep on keeping on until we get to the hunting camp. However, if we see any more deer, we'll be glad to share those with you. So stay with us. All right, so after, I don't know, 2 hours, 2.5 hours on the road again, we have made it out here. Some of my real dear friends will recognize this place here. Oh, it's so beautiful. I get a little melancholy every time I pull back into the spot here. But I'll give you a real quick 360 there. So I'll tell you what, that old pickup truck right there, the dirty brown panty dropper, made us out here, and great time. So now I gotta explain something to you. You might wonder why in the heck I haul full-length logs out here. Well, here's why. If you look right here, I don't know if the contrast will pick it up, but we've still got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We probably got 10 logs there, full length. Those are probably 8-footers that set out here year-round. And the reason, I learned this from an outfitter. I worked for an outfitter up outside of Pinedale, a guy named Tim. What the hell was his last name? Tim something. Anyway, I worked for old Tim, and we had a camp back there in the wilderness. And somehow, don't ask me how, but somehow he got a chainsaw up in there, and he would chop down just enough 8-10 foot logs, and he would leave them up there year round. Because what he told me is if he left split cut wood up there, the snowmobilers would go in there and have bonfires, and they would steal all of his firewood. So because of that, I leave full-length logs out here. So I think it would be fun just for us to stand back and watch Mandy drag
not happening.
12-foot logs out of the back of that truck. Like,
right.
Oh, look at her go. This is awesome. We'll see how many she does before she gives out. Oh, you are one. You're done? All right, so let's get these logs unloaded, and we'll catch up with you guys shortly. All right, so I don't know how the audio is gonna turn out, but if it turns out all right, then you're gonna hear me breathing really hard. It's hard work watching Mandy unload a truckload of wood. So as you can probably guess, our scouting efforts are shot right square in the ass because we have about, 300 yards of visibility right here. But if we go like this way, we have about 100 yards of visibility. So we are going to call it from out here. We're going to make the 2-hour trip back home. Normally not a 2-hour trip, but it is today. So we may check in with you again on the road, or we may check in with you once we get back to the highway. But just wanted to give everybody a look at what we're dealing with. One more real quick shout out. Got to give a shout out to Miss Diane Wood. Diane, we are looking forward to having all those boys of yours out here in this very spot for a few days. I really enjoy their company. Yeah, even Tim, I enjoy his company too. But thanks for letting us borrow one for a few days so they can come out here and enjoy what we have to offer. So, like I said, I'll check back in with you guys shortly. Okay, so here we are. The truck has now changed colors, but so that's it. We made it out. It took us 2 hours and 10 minutes, I think, is the total time to get from Huntin Camp to the main highway here, which is normally about an hour-long trip. So I want everybody to be sure to check in with us tomorrow. Check back tomorrow. Actually, save yourself some trouble and just go onto the page here and go up and click subscribe, and then click the little bell. There's a little bell. Click that bell. You'll get notified as soon as I post a new video. So tomorrow you're going to want to check in. Got another announcement coming up. So check in with us tomorrow. Wyoming James, on behalf of Powder River Mandarin, who's got her shoes off and her toes on the heater, checking out with you from out here in the wilds of Wyoming. Adios.